evening, welcome to Centre Bounce. I'm John Lawrence. We're coming to you from 722 Port Road, Beverley, our major sponsor, and our sponsor that helps us out, along with Bella Vita Pizzeria, also on Port Road at Alamy Gardens. Coming up on the show tonight, we're going to talk AFL, we're going to talk SANFL, we're going to make a few comments about a few things that have been going around in the AFL and SANFL, and we're going to talk the Reclink Cup. Shortly after we go to our first break, we're going to bring in Sean Kemp. Sean actually played football for me at Henley when I was running around as an assistant coach at Henley. Sean's got a great background in footy, manages the Reclink Cup, a great initiative. It's been going for a number of years. So we will be going to our first break now. When we come back, we'll talk with Sean Kemp. Thanks very much. See you shortly.
Looking for a fun night out with friends? Want to enjoy a delicious meal with your family members or loved ones? Head on down to 722 Port Road, Beverley. Join us for happy hour every day. Check out the live sports action on the big screen or try your luck on one of our 40 gaming machines. Then settle in for a casual meal, including pizzas, burgers, pasta, or our famous steaks and schnitties. We've got great specials every day and we're open for lunch. 722 is also the perfect spot for meetings and functions, featuring AV equipment and customised catering. Drop in and see us at 722 Port Road, Beverley, or check us out online.
Welcome back to 722 Port Road, 722, our major sponsor for Centre Bounce. I have with me alongside me, it's a pleasure to introduce Sean Kemp. Sean, welcome to Centre Bounce.
G'day John, good to see you again.
Lovely to see you again.
After all these years.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
For those out there listening, Sean and I were talking before we come to air. It turns out that Sean played at Henley when I was running around with a gentleman named Rod Hill. Rod was the coach, I was the team manager, runner, general dog body. I played good cop, Rod played bad cop. I'm allowed to say that about Rod, he's one of my best mates. And Sean played with us, and then when I was coaching at Flinders Park, Sean also played there. So tell me a bit about your footy background, I'm interested.
Yeah, so going back probably to the age of about 12, started at West Torrens Football Club and pretty much grew up there as Dad was coaching the 19s, and then he went on to the reserves and then the league as well, under Andy Bennett. So I grew up there and played through all the ranks, and then went to the Eagles when West Torrens amalgamated with Woodville. Enjoyed some seasons there and then finished up at North Adelaide. From there I was going to go to Sturt, but what happened was Dad came back to Adelaide from coaching in the Riverland and said, come over to Jeps Cross Footy Club and play with us there, and couldn't say no because the great late Lauren Shackey,
God rest his soul,
was part of the team as well. So we migrated over there and we enjoyed a minor premiership, which funnily enough was against my childhood club, Flinders Park, which we both were part of at the time, many years ago. So I guess that was the end of it for me. Some injuries and just I kind of fell out of love with the game and thought the best thing for me to do would be to play music. So I found a new passion, which was playing the drums. So I joined a band and went on from there. So 20 years went by where I didn't really engage with Aussie rules at all. Even though I would still talk a little bit to Dad about it, I sort of didn't as well and focused mainly on music. That was my new discipline. So when I play football, I played the game hard and also played under some great coaches and players as well that went on to play AFL and hundreds of games for AFL clubs. And, just was in a situation where I thought, well, I just don't really want to be sort of part of it anymore. I was mortified to find out 5 years ago that Port won a premiership, but had to deal with that at the time. So what happened was, John, was 5 years ago I was approached actually by someone here in Adelaide about the Reclink Community Cup. So 20 years had gone by, but funnily enough, and I was talking to you about this off camera, which was in 1999, I was doing one of my first tours with my band, and we played at the iconic Esplanade Hotel in St Kilda.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Where they used to host rock crews.
Yeah, I think they still do.
It's unfortunately it's been axed, but that's a sad thing for Australian music in my eyes.
Yeah. And part of the tour that I was on, we actually played at the SB, the Sacred Heart Mission Community Cup. I didn't know what it was, but obviously being a former footballer, I was quite inquisitive as to what it was about. So I started asking a few questions, and they told me all about what it was about, how it was about supporting disadvantaged people in the community. At that time in '99, they were sort of maybe like 10 or 11 years into the cup, and all these great musicians and media were all part of it in Melbourne. So after that, the Community Cup was pretty much the only form of football I would sort of keep tabs on. So there's some media people here in Adelaide that would actually go over every year and be part of it because it was just such a big party. So I sort of kept tabs on that, and then 5 years ago in 2014, after years of, will it come to Adelaide, will it not come to Adelaide, will it go national, will it not go national, we finally started it here in 2014, and I was the first to be at the training session along with one other person, and her and we had a kick around, and I remember she said to me, this is going to be massive.
Yeah, it's massive. Because it started in 1993. I don't know whether you're aware of that, in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm going to promote another show here, but AFL 360, which basically run the same time we do. Robbo and Gerard Waitley promoted it every single year. So I did know it existed. I had seen it, but I didn't realise until going to the website that it's now a national event, which I think is fantastic.
Surely is.
And fantastic for what it does. Now, it's going to be on August the 4th at Norwood Oval, or Cooper Stadium. Yeah,
Cooper Stadium, which obviously is Norwood Oval, August the 4th. And we're looking forward to it again. Every year we make sure that we, pull quite a few people, and it's always a great event.
Yep, absolutely. No, and look, and I see that they have several different events and several different challenges. Last year they ran a pie night. We're hoping to support that if they do that again this year. And we'll talk to the people about it. So who we got on board this year?
Well,
apart from your good self, I mean the famous drummer Sean Kemp.
Yeah, nice.
You always beat it to your different drummer when I coached you. So
I was a bit of a tearaway for sure, doing my own thing. We're still locking all of that in at the moment. But we've had some of Adelaide's biggest bands part of it. And also, I can't really give too much away. It's kind of early days, but there's going to be I hear in the grapevine, quite an iconic Adelaide.
We won't tell anyone.
Of course you won't. No, that's why I'll just keep it a secret. A very iconic Adelaide performer is going to be appearing at the game.
Yep.
I can't say too much because, well,
I know it's Barry Ian and Peter Plus, right? From our childhood.
You got it. Yeah, Peter Plus is going to be there, and Baz McGilko as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We just want to touch on something. You've referenced your father now.
Yeah.
Des played at North Adelaide, he played at the Eagles, he was a fantastic coach.
Yeah.
Won a premiership with Chips Cross, won a premiership with Redmark in the Riverland.
He did.
And I reckon he was the last under-19 coach of the Eagles before the amalgamation.
He was, yeah.
And then after the amalgamation, I reckon Terry Homan, who interestingly enough, coached Henley to a couple of premierships at A-grade level. Terry would have taken over for a few years. Yep. And your dad coached the Eagles reserves as well.
Yeah, to the final West Torrens premiership.
That's
the
last West Torrens premiership before the amalgamation.
Yeah.
Your dad's it.
Oh, look, Dad's been a massive influence on me in regards to my coaching, and he pretty much taught me the game. And I spent my childhood kicking footballs with Bruce Lindsay and Andrew Pays and Dominic Fotier and all of all the legends of the West Torrens Football Club. Funnily enough, Jeff Graham, Jeff Graham, who used to play, his lad now plays at Richmond, in the Richmond team.
Yep.
So that was me growing up. I knew nothing different than every Saturday I would be at that club.
Yep.
And also, Dad was really supportive too with my own football, and always around helpful tips. Saying that though, he was a bit sort of standoffish in regards to my playing because he didn't like to give me too much advice.
I was going to say that. That's. I've coached two sports for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting that your dad. I mean, even when you were playing with us at Henley and at Flinders Park, your dad was always there, but he never ever came over and said blah 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 blah.
No.
Their parents and people over the years who thought they knew more than me when I was coaching. They probably bloody did, but they'd come and give their 2 cents worth. Some of it was warranted, some of it wasn't. But your dad had this ability to separate what he was doing from what you were doing and allowed you to be your own person.
Absolutely, and I never got a chance until my final year of football to play under him and to see actually how he coached, and I learned so much from him in that year that even though I took that 20 years off, all that still stayed in my brain and became muscle memory. And to be in a team with someone like Lauren Shackey, who was a brilliant player of the game.
Yeah, and his son's now playing for the Bulldogs.
His son plays for the Bulldogs, yeah. And I'm hoping to meet him at some stage. I haven't seen him. Bianca and Josh, who are Lawrence's children, I only knew them as little kids.
Yes.
So I'm really hoping Rachel, their mum, has assured me that we are all going to meet at some stage, which will be amazing because Lawrence and I were really, really good mates, and we played footy together as well. So to see sort of how Dad coached him and also other players obviously as well was something that I learnt from and will always stay with me. So I have used a lot of Dad's techniques and his coaching to teach the players of the Community Cup on how to play football.
Beautiful. So the Community Cup will be held on August the 4th at Cooper Stadium at Norwood. Yeah. We will be there. I'll be volunteering for the event. I'll do my volunteer registration tonight. At the end of the show, we'll put the links up for anyone else who wants to volunteer, wants to support us. Sean Kemp, thanks for joining us on Centre Bounce.
Thank you, John. Good to see you again.
Lovely to see you too.
Yeah, thanks to Centre Bounce as well for having me tonight. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We will drive this until it comes up, and so we'll be talking about it every week. And looking at your website when the acts that are going to be involved start to come on board, we'll promote that as well.
Right.
Look, I have seen this. It's a great initiative. One we're happy to support, and fantastic for you to come in tonight. We'll go to a break from 7:22. When we come back, we're going to talk AFL. Back soon. Welcome back to 7:22. This is John Lawrence, and we're talking Centre Bounce. Come a bit closer. Got a secret for you. You probably saw on Facebook that I was embargoed about a sponsor. I'm now allowed to tell you. We are happy, hot off the press today. Darren, my producer, has been hard at work to the point where he put holes in his shoes. We now have Spine Care Chiropractic. Hayden from Spine Care Chiropractics come on board as a sponsor. Welcome, Hayden. Once a month we'll catch up with Hayden. Hayden will delve into sports injuries, recovery and prevention from a chiropractic point of view. So we do welcome Spine Chiropractic to Centre Bounce and look forward to the monthly segments with Hayden. There's no hope for me, but hopefully Hayden can help some of you guys out there. Very, very interesting to talk injuries. Okay, let's talk AFL. So we didn't record last week. So Friday night saw North Melbourne make it 2 in a row and keep the win after the coach sat still here live. Saturday, Fremantle gaining momentum, upset Collingwood, and there was some controversy about the goal review. We'll talk about that in a minute. Whilst GWS were too good for Gold Coast, Geelong were 2 games clear against Sydney. Saturday night, Brisbane at the Gabba, trying to make Gabba a fortress, but Adelaide were too good. And Adelaide competitive, polished, kicked the last 4 goals, 5 goals of the game to beat Melbourne. The pressure on Melbourne must be mounting. From half-time to the end, 9-3 to 1-2. Melbourne kicking 1-8 at one stage. Sunday, Port beat St Kilda and China, kicking over 20 goals. Essendon were too strong for Carlton, and Bolton got sacked. And West Coast responded against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs were good for a half. London saw a very classy exit by Brenton Bolton, I have to say that, whose integrity remains intact over the basket case that is Carlton. Geelong were two emphatic winners over Richmond. Carlton won after sack coach alive again. North made it 3 in a row under Shaw with Gold Coast. Adelaide gave it to GWS Saturday night. Sydney had a win. Collingwood continued their winning ways Monday in the M&D clash. So tomorrow night, Adelaide Richmond, Essendon Hawthorn Friday, Gold Coast St Kilda Metricon, Fremantle Port Adelaide, Carlton the Bulldogs, North Melbourne GWS. Everyone else is a bye, which runs over 3 weeks. My tips: Adelaide, Hawthorn, St Kilda, Freo at home, Bulldogs, GWS. So we'll go to a break, and when we return, we'll talk SANFL. Go to a break now.
Welcome to Spine Care Chiropractic. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show you exactly what we do here at Spine Care. Our mission: to provide the best possible spine and nervous system assessment and care that we can.
At Spine Care, we see and care for people from all ages and walks of life. Our clients include young to middle-aged adults, newborn babies, toddlers, school-aged children, even grandparents and great-grandparents. Age is no barrier to improving your spinal health. And at Spine Care Chiropractic, we can help you discover a better, healthier you.
People come to Spine Care Chiropractic for many different reasons. Some seek relief from aches or pains, such as neck pain and headaches, lower back pain and sciatica, disc injuries. Others are looking for improved health, including greater flexibility, more energy, improved posture, or simply a better standard of health and well-being. Whatever your reason, be assured that Spine Care Chiropractors are here to help you achieve your individual health goal.
Our Spine Care practices provide the highest level of professional and friendly care and use the latest technology and equipment. Our modern clinics are child-friendly and are staffed by people who care about you and your family's health. Your journey towards better health starts with your very first visit. Your initial consultation is our chance to find out the best possible way that we can help you. Your thorough initial examination may include your health history, along with orthopaedic, neurological, postural and range of motion examinations, as well as paraspinal nerve scan and x-ray for analysis. Your examination, scan and x-ray will allow us to know what's happening with your spine and nervous system. We will explain what these results mean for you and structure your chiropractic care so that you can start your journey towards feeling and functioning better.
To find out how we can help you, call your local Spine Care practice to make a time for your initial consultation and examination. We offer early morning and evening appointments for your convenience, and our friendly chiropractic assistants are here to help answer any questions you may have.
Faithful have put up with a fair bit the past few years. Glenelg have made finals in 8 years, I think now. The boys have a lot of belief in the direction we're going. I think 2019 holds a big year for us.
2018 was clearly disappointing to miss the finals for only the second time in the last 20 years. We're a proud football club and we want to do better.
We're really keen and excited to try and win a premiership. That's why we exist, to win a premiership. Of course, the South Adelaide Footy Club hasn't done that since 1964. We are super excited to be the group that actually changes that this year.
We want to achieve something this year as a whole, and we've set ourselves up over the summer to be able to achieve that.
We take a lot of confidence going in towards 2019. We won 13 or 14 in a row and we were probably the best team all year. Hopefully we can go back to that sort of footy in 2019 and we'll be hard to beat again, I think.
I don't think anyone here were happy with the way the year ended, and the boys are all ready and are ready to put pre-season behind us and start playing.
2018 was a bit disappointing because we were aiming to get into finals and fell short. There's a big hunger to win the flag like we did in 2015. Hopefully we can have that success again.
Any year you don't win the premiership's disappointing. Our goal every year is to go all the way, so if you don't do that, obviously it's a failure. So we're looking forward to 2019.
As a football club, we don't want to be winning one game in a season when we've got such a rich history of winning grand finals. So to get back to the finals and then to win it, that's just what should come with hard work.
The Roosters are the 2018 stars of the SANFL competition.
We're probably more the hunted now, but I know that our team will still be hunting and striving for that second flag.
Really excited for the year ahead.
We're setting our sights on a big 2019.
We're always ready.
It's a pretty special comp.
We're fit, we're strong, we're ready to win.
The team's really looking forward to 2019. The Magpies are definitely ready for 2019.
The Eagles are ready for 2019, don't worry.
We're overweighting, let's get started and let's start playing.
Welcome back. So round 8 in the SANFL, wins to Norwood, Adelaide. The Eagles and Sturt were too strong for Centrals, kicking 7-3 to a solitary point in the first quarter before winning with 7 goals. On the weekend, the Eagles went to the Ponderosa and made it 3 in a row and are starting to gain momentum. Port with Dixon and Vines defeated Sturt at Albion, while West were competitive all day before going down to Adelaide in a close one. Monday saw the Mighty Bays continue on their winning ways against North and maintain top spot, while South came back at Noongar to lose by 2 points. This week we see the Eagles play West, Centrals v Adelaide, South Glenelg on Sunday, North Sturt and Port Norwood. My tips are the Eagles, Adelaide, Glenelg, Sturt and Norwood, although the Norwood one I'm not convinced about because of the AFL players. Let's all Sunday, so let's get behind it and let's get behind the SANFL on Sunday. I will be at Noongar after being at both Elizabeth and Glenelg at the weekend. You just never know where I'll turn up. We're going to go to a break from 722 Port Road, our major sponsor, 722. When we come back, we're going to talk Adelaide Footy League. See you. Set about. I'm John Lawrence. We're coming to you from 722 Port Road, Beverley, our major sponsor, and our sponsor that helps us out, along with Bella Vita Pizzeria, also on Port Road at Alamy Gardens. Coming up on the show tonight, we're going to talk AFL. We're going to talk SANFL. We're going to make a few comments about a few things that have been going around in the AFL and SANFL, and we're going to talk the Reclink Cup. Shortly after we go to our first break, we're going to bring in Sean Kemp. Sean actually played football for me at Henley when I was running around as an assistant coach at Henley. Sean's got a great background in footy, manages the Reclink Cup, a great initiative. It's been going for a number of years. So we will be going to our first break now. When we come back, we'll talk with Sean Kemp. Thanks very much. See you shortly. To wrap up a set of bouts for this week from 722 Port Road, our major sponsor, our other sponsor Bella Vita, and also our chiropractic sponsor as well. So, community announcement, Henley Footy Club are wanting to establish an open women's football side in 2020. This will complement a very, very strong women's junior program. Mate of mine, Carl Goblin, coaches in the women's junior program and is doing okay. Carl and I played a lot of footy together at Henley. Both life members of Henley, proud life members. So looking for expressions of interest from both players and coaches. We'll put the form on our website and Facebook page. Further information from Danielle Robrin, wife of the legendary Matthew Robrin, played centre forward for the Crows, on 0417 841 271 and email girls@henleysharksjuniors.com.au or the Henley Footy Club website, Henley Sharks Football Club. Again, we'll put all that on our website. Darren will have it up at the close of the show as well, but contact Danielle. Really working hard to get this up and running, and we will support any club that's trying to get women's footy up and running. Try to support, just come and talk to us. We don't buy it. Okay. Alright, last show we touched on the mid-season draft. It is plain wrong for the AFL to decimate the what I call second-tier competitions. West Adelaide lost two players, two guns they could ill afford to lose. So Adelaide for the second time this year lost the ruckman to an AFL club, and the competition's leading goal kicker was lost by the Bays. Mark Warner on 3AW was very, very critical. There was a petition circling on the SANFL supporters page. Sign it as we, passionate SANFL supporters, deserve better, as do the Waffle supporters, as do people in Tasmania, and as I said, all the second tier competitions. My opinion, it will cost a coach's job. We're going back to the days where the Crows and Power players were farmed out and coaches wouldn't play them in the positions because they needed to keep their jobs as well. That's another point I'd like to make. A lot of people critical of the Crows and Adelaide in the SANFL competition. They've only played in 2 grand finals, haven't won one. Adelaide's sitting second to Glenelg at the moment. To be the best, you've got to beat the best, and you've got to challenge yourself. And I think that's what this does. It actually challenges the clubs to do better. I think it is healthy for the SANFL to have the Crows and Port reserve teams in their competition. I know I'm in the minority, not the majority, but I think it's great. And it's, having coached myself, it's a lot better than having, Freddie Mooseface being told by the Crows, you've got to go back to Glenelg or South or West or North or wherever it is, we want you to play centre forward. And the North Adelaide coach was centre forward kicked 8 last week. So what's he do with this player? Now at least the SANFL club's hierarchy and coaches get to focus on their players. Have a look at the crowd at Alberton, Port Sturt. I know traditional rivals, but there was over 5,000 people there on Sunday. The night game, Glenelg versus Adelaide at Glenelg, which I was at, again, 4,000 people attended that game. Glenelg North on Sunday. Now North are -2 due to the infraction last year. There was 5,000 people at the Bay on Sunday. And no, I wasn't counting my mum. Alright? Okay? So the crowds are up at SANFL level. Part of that is because of the standard of footy, because the players are going to another level, particularly when they play Port or the Crows, because they have to. It is healthy. We should be supporting the SANFL, not dissing it for doing these things. Alright? Again, I really think it's healthy, and having a 10-team comp, it can only benefit everybody, and it gets stronger. Okay, comment, and again, I'll set myself up for ridicule, and I really don't care. The apology to Adam Goods is long overdue. Booing a player on race has no place. Goods was a champion of our game. He was a Brownlow medalist twice, and should be remembered as such. As someone who has coached senior and junior sport, in 2 sports, in football and baseball, they wanted me to coach Chili at one stage, I said no. We, the coaches, have a responsibility to educate that racism, like homophobia, like violence against women, violence against anyone for that matter, should never, ever, ever be tolerated. Adam Goods, you were a champion, you are a champion, and this commentator's eyes, and I know I've got the backing of my producer, Dylan, my cameraman, and Matt, my on-the-ground reporter. You are a champion, you're always a champion, let's stamp out racism. Okay, the winners of our Bella Vita competition, Rob Fraser and Nay Tressida, both have got their vouchers. I used to work with Rob, and Nay helped me out with some product from the chemist shop down at Kevin Park, legally of course. And as I mentioned earlier, very excited, I'll give Hayden a plug again, to have our third sponsor, thanks to my producer Darren for working so hard on this, Spine Care Chiropractic. There you go, Darren, I got it right. So, and don't forget our 722 competition. Get in the 722 Bistro on Port Road, take a selfie of yourself having a meal here, which I'll be doing next Monday, upload it to our Facebook page, and we will draw a winner come October on our last show of the year. And remember, as we leave tonight, it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. So on behalf of Darren Andrews, Matthew Lynch, Dylan, and myself, John Lawrence, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Monday for the next incarnation of Centre Bounce. Bye for now.